Alright, you did warm them up nicely.
Yeah.
Yep.
My name's Kelly Maynard, and I'm the Hunter Recruitment and Retention Assistant with the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. And what we've got going on today at the Aldo Leopold Foundation is a hands-on deer butchering class. The DNR has partnered with the foundation and the UW-Madison on the Leopold Conservation and Hunting Mooc, or Massive Open Online Course. And in addition to the online content with the course, we've hosted several events. So yesterday we had a Learn to Hunt for pheasant, and today this is people's opportunity to try butchering a deer, many of them for the first time.
This is called a gambrel. We're going to use this. It spreads the legs apart and holds on to them so you can raise it up. Yeah, how many are hunters? How many okay, how many of deer hunters? Pretty bad shape. These I bet are in pretty good shape. So you can see how the hide kind of hangs up a little bit, so you just use the knife to cut the last little bit.
You throw them on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anybody else want to try the cut them off? I mean, it's not complicated, but it's something to do.
Yeah. We gotta get. So go ahead.
1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, that's far enough right now.
Okay.
So generally when we lift up, we're going to start cutting right here. So we don't want to lift this way up here, so we got to cut right here. So we want to keep it about this height. And as we get down, we can always lift it up higher.
Yep. Ideally, you're trying not to stab into the meat while you're doing this, but if you did, it's not going to hurt anything. It's not going to affect anything. The worst thing that's happened is you're going to get a little bit of hair in there. So, all right. So now we got that side started, right?
So you see the tendon right here? So that's
that tendon we were talking about.
That big tendon looks like one big around as my finger right there.
Yep.
That's a big, tough tendon.
If you accidentally cut that, this thing tips down and the whole thing drops off. So.
And that's some experience we found.
We've both done it. It happens. It's not the end of the world if it happens. You just get to work on the ground. So, so why don't we? Who wants to try one side here? Let's dive in. You're close.
I sure am.
All right.
Well, if you want gloves, there's gloves here. If you want.
So. This is where a sharp knife makes a difference. If it's dull, this process can be very slow and tedious. Someone jump in there. Come on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
20 minutes after they started.
All right, Gretchen. Get her.
The worst thing you do is you poke it with a knife. You know, it's not going to hurt.
This is a lot easier than dissecting cats.
Right. I remember doing that, taking a brain out of it. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. If you can do that, you can do this.
I got graded on that.
Yeah.
And that's keeping your blade parallel to the hide so you don't put as many holes in it.
Right. If you come over, I want everybody to see this side. So if you see, there's this kind of clear, like saran wrap described stuff here. So if the deer is difficult, this one's peeling pretty easy. But when you're using a knife, if it's not peeling very easy, it's just real easy. You can touch that and just kind of peel as you go. And sometimes sometimes they don't peel as easy as this one is. Sometimes they can be a nightmare. And but by using your knife, you can help speed up that process.
And you just keep pulling down.
And you just keep pulling and see how I'm kind of cutting that stuff as you go.
Yeah,
so I wanted to show you that because that's a good example of what it looks like as you're peeling. And then like as you're going, you just kind of touch this stuff and it just makes it that much easier to get it going down there.
Lethal shot through the vitals, lungs, heart.
So when we were learning about like the spray and stuff yesterday, so like this would have sprayed out and the shot would have hit.
Yeah, so it's a rifle. This is a little different. So when the bullet impacts, right, you got this really small projectile.
So yesterday we did a shotgun. Remember, shotgun punch. This is a rifle. It shoots one bullet.
Shoots one bullet.
Okay.
So, but what's interesting, you see this big hole.
Right.
What happens is the bullet enters on one side and then it expands. Or sometimes some of the bullets, depending on what kind of bullets you have, they can actually rupture into multiple pieces, and so it hits and then blows a very large hole on the outside. The goal is to have a quick and humane kill is the idea. So it does a tremendous amount of damage. What the bullet does, but it's just a small little projectile. So it still has to hit them, right?
Right.
So you're going to cut deep all the way around. So you're going to cut really deep. And actually, let me show you. So you can take the deer itself and twist its head and pop it. That way it's difficult, but you can do it if you don't have loppers. Otherwise, a much simpler method is that right there. So
A lot of people use saws.
saws work too, yep.
gotta dig them all the way in there.
But for me, I'm just sort of.
Got it, get a little further in there, now give her heck.
And if we wanted to hand
Gotta get angry.
then you would probably, you wouldn't want to have.
There you go.
Oh,
Nice sound.
You can kind of see where the ribs meet up all the way up. You can take the knife and cut, and basically what I'm doing is trying to stay to one side of that. Generally, like I said, if it's warm, you can do this without even using a knife. This is another very good cut of meat here.
Yeah. And the back strap is my favorite cut.
You like filleting the fish, if you can
Right,
lay down
yeah,
the
exactly.
So you're
spine.
trying to lay this right along the side of that spine.
Tight to the spine as you can.
And you just
So-
push it, just go as deep as you can because
Just go as
there's a
deep
bone
as you can.
underneath it.
Because what happens is the bone, so the spine, well, like a vertebra, right? You have that big, long dorsal part of the vertebra. It's round and then has the two pieces sticking out the side that attach the ribs, right?
So like if we
That makes
did
sense?
pheasant hunting or
Who wants to jump in?
So there's two on each here, one each side.
And there's no
Yep.
bones in this, right?
This is bone free, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And somebody can start on the other one too.
Yep, about 4 inches past that before I start.
Just fillet it right out. is all you
Two
do.
reasons, you got bone, you got all
Don't
the
worry about the
stuff there. The other thing
Finger knife?
yeah.
There, and that's
Cool.
it. So,
Wow.
so that's a big piece of meat. And so we'll trim this off a little bit later, take some of that fibrous tissue off.
Okay.
Great job cutting. That's perfect.
Thank
Follow
Great
the
job.
backbone down,
Here, I'll
go
let you
up all
carry
the
it
way to
back.
the bone.
All right.
showing me up. I don't know if I appreciate
You did a great job.
it. Shows you how it kind of, so basically you just kind of break it down and get it started. Then by getting it to this point, you should be able to get it pretty clean the rest of the way down. Does that make sense? You can see how this one's warmer. It's kind of coming down out of there easy. Okay, go ahead.
Take your.
So really, hang it
Would
up
you
and
just
get-
cut it off with the loppers so you don't have that hair on it?
To have the what on? Here, I'll
Yeah, that,
And so at that point, and then like I said, there's that weird notch right here. So remember I talked about how you have to work your way around that notch? And at this point, you're done, right? Then you do the same thing on the other side. At this point, if you guys want to, if some of you guys want to start breaking them down, we're going to basically start deboning these. And as far as deboning them, you're basically, so you can see, you can feel the bone right here. So you're basically just trying to take this meat off the bone, and that, so if you look right there, and generally, you can kind of peel it right off. And this, yeah, as you're closer to the tip of the leg here, this is all really tendinous meat. So this is either burger or stew meat, yep. This will be either
So
a
they're
long
gonna
time
be
in a
coming
crock
off in
pot or
pieces?
burger, yep. So you're gonna basically take out by muscle group, right? So you're, and they're, what's great is they're pretty well defined, right? So you see this, see how there's this clear line right here? I don't know if you can see this line. All I'm doing is following that line, and then up here.
And we found that, through these hands-on opportunities, people really take to hunting and are interested in hunting and want to continue. And so with the class today, hopefully allows folks to see that taking apart a large animal like a deer isn't rocket science and is something that they could do on their own in the future.